Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Taking a quick look here at Urine Finance, YFI. Got this request from one of my community members. Greatly appreciate that. Obviously, you want to become a better trader or just jump on over to our Discord and make some requests yourself. It looks a little something like this. Jump on over to our request section. You can go ahead and ask me anything for those coins. Also, congrats to our community members for some nice profits here on Near Protocol. Took a good 60% in 3 days. We just took some nice along here profit from Gala, got in at 2.45 and took majority of our profit about 2.6. Okay, so awesome stuff there. Congrats. Now what we're going to do here is take a look quickly at a few things here. This is kind of looking like the start of a head and shoulders pattern. You kind of got your shoulder here, head, potential shoulder here, which implies the price would come down from there. Okay, now keep in mind, Elliott Wave is suggesting that we see a lower high, right? Could be all the way up to 0.618, 0.5, and then the price pulls back. If that were to be the case, that would definitely be a head and shoulders pattern, and we could see the price action pull back here. It would make sense for the price action to pull back, considering how overextended this coin is and the overall sense of things, but we're not here to judge that. We're just gonna look at all the data and see what's going on and work our way down from there. So if you are new to the channel, keep in mind I'm not a financial advisor. I love to teach people to trade. Really hope you can learn something here today. If you do want to become a better trader though, cryptocash.tech is a site linked down below. Also be sure to check out our newest exchange that we're partnered with, Bitunix. No KYC, no VPN. Phenomenal transitional benefits there, and just a really, really good exchange. Trailing stop losses. They have multiple profit targets, different things that you don't normally find on other exchanges. Really, really nice. That being said, what we want to look at here on the daily is a couple things. First of all, we have a fair value gap down here that could very well get filled between 12,300 and 13,400. Okay, so that's just kind of a bit of a range that could be filled. It's not 100% guarantee, but typically when you have this large of a gap up, those things will essentially complete themselves. It doesn't always happen the first time, but it will happen over time. Okay, so my speculation is we'll see that get filled eventually. Right now, taking a look at TD sequential, we can see we had a previous 9 here. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of overtime. Today being a doji candle leads me to believe we might see somewhat of a reversal. Okay, again, that's not a guarantee, of course, by any stretch. It's more of a bullish doji candle, but it's still a doji candle nonetheless. We have about 35 minutes before the candlestick closes. So really what that just means is that the price is closing close to where it opened, and it traveled high and low in that meantime. So in a full 24-hour period, the price couldn't go any further or any lower, right? Indecisive, that's really what it implies. All right, so we just say hypothetically tomorrow we see another doji candle, then we're going to be in a situation where we definitely want to consider a short position, because double doji candles are very, very telling for reversals. Taking a look at the 4-hour time frame, we can see had some nice period of consolidation here before the last leg up, so that's a very good sign there. We got our ascending trend here running concurrent with the moving averages, which is also good. We can see this definitive line here where the price action is having difficulty closing above 14,600. So 14.6 is that level we got to pay attention to, and just be mindful that the price action might have some difficulty crossing that level. Okay. Taking a look at TD sequential on the 4-hour, we can see we've had two 9s in a row, almost 3 9s in a row if you look at it, right? We come up to a 9 here, get a little reset with a period consolidation. We lost count, but that was pretty much 9 candles there. Price action consolidates, another 9 candles. Consolidate, retrace, 9 more candles. Like, we're literally at this, 146 hours of continuation, some ridiculous amount, right? The price has to pull back eventually. And if you see this doji candle here, this is somewhat of a gravestone doji candle, that is fairly indicative of a reversal. So we do have some proof here telling us the price action should pull back, but I'm concerned. Main reason why is because we have this level here that keeps getting tested and the price wants to break through it. What's to say it breaks through it and doesn't come back to test that as a support and continue higher? It's a pretty strong probability, right? So I would highly recommend waiting if you're considering a short, because this coin looks like it's just wreck city for shorts, so be careful. Keep in mind we are diverging on the MACD almost. We're almost there. So I'd maybe wait for a full-on divergence there. Let the RSI maybe taper off a little bit more, the money flow index come down. Because right now with all this money coming into this coin, we got to recognize that it's here to stay for the most part, right? I do not think we're going to see the price action down in the 5,000 or 6,000 range anytime soon. I mean, look at how much volume is introduced into this coin here in the last 48 to 72 hours. It's nonsense how much is coming in here. Okay, so keep in mind, all this other stuff doesn't matter if the volume stays high. Okay, so pay attention to that. Tomorrow, we can look at this coin again and kind of see. But for the most part right now, let's go ahead and quickly peek over at Ichimoku Cloud and kind of see what's going on. This is the indication I use for, being able to identify reversals here. or just entry targets, right? So the general rule of thumb is to be above the cloud before you take entry. Check, we got that. Conversion lines should be above the baseline, instead it's below. That implies we have downward momentum. Lagging span is not free and clear of the price action. So these are basically 2 out of 3 indications we do not want to open a long or a short position. Furthermore, we don't want to open a short yet until we get below the cloud here. So just say the price comes over sideways and down at this 14,000 range, we're inevitably below the cloud. Maybe then, and only then, we'd want to consider that. I would even recommend waiting until this trend line has been discontinued before you take a short. Truth is, this coin has a lot of momentum and it has much more propensity to increase than decrease based on its overall volume and just retesting this resistance level here, okay? It is establishing higher lows and higher highs, and that is something to be mindful of, okay? So again, shorting into that is never advantageous, even though there is a lot of proof here we're massively overextended, okay? So I would just recommend waiting. Heaven forbid you miss out on the opportunity, so be it, whatever. It doesn't matter, there's tons of opportunity in the market. Please recognize that. I'm talking to my community members too, because most of them are, frustrated with, maybe just either lower signals or perhaps just more importantly, missing opportunities that they feel they should have been able to catch, right? Well, you can't catch them all. It's a sea of missed opportunities in the market, and you'll never be happy if that's how you think, okay? Remember this here. Good traders look for reasons not to take a trade instead of the other way around, okay? So try to remember that. If you're looking here trying to convince yourself it's a good entry, you're doing it wrong, okay? Again, just some friendly advice there. Thanks again so much for watching. Hope this made sense. I'll go ahead and post our playout chart here on the on my Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. They do look a little something like this when I send out the playout charts, just so you can kind of recognize what I'm thinking here. Be sure to follow, like, subscribe, and all that stuff, and make sure this video here you do like and subscribe if you haven't already, because it really helps grow the channel, and I deeply appreciate that. Thanks again for watching. Once again, hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.